Oh, good afternoon, students. We'll start up our second C programming. In the last class, we saw how to add the two numbers, but in today's class, we'll be learning to check the given number is even or odd. Okay, so I have already written the file, so I'll open it. I've named it as num.c. Okay. So let us try to understand this code. Okay. I want to check whether my given number is odd or even. Okay. So how can I check? So my lines of codes will go in this form. Hash include studio.h. Okay. The header file be named as standard input and output. And one more header file to get the character from the keyboard. That is hash include conio.h. Yes. And the third line of code goes like this. That is void main. Okay. Which is the main function of the C program from which exactly the code of the program will start. There's a void main. It is a main function of C programming. Then we'll start with the left brace over here. Yes. Then we have assigned the num to the data type of int. Means the number is given in the form of integer form. So I have named it as int. Okay. The data type is int. And I use the clear screen to clear the screen to clear all the previous outputs. Then I will enter one number. Printf, enter the number. Okay. I will be entering the number over here. Printf, enter the number. And end with a semicolon over there. Then I'm going to read that number. Scanf percentage d and num. Okay. Since only one variable is used as num, so I'm using only one percentage d. Okay. This scanf is only for the input variables, right? And num is the ampersand which I'm using and num, right? Then now I want to check. I want to bring some conditions over here. Okay, that is true or false. Now, if I give one number, if that the number is exactly divisible by 2, my remainder will come 0. If your remainder turns out to be 0, then I will call that number as what? The even number. Means it is true. Whatever the number I have given, it is exactly divisible by 2, then the remainder comes out to be what? 0. So the number will be what? Even number. Okay. So how we use this condition over here? Number percentage 2 to equal to 0 means this is the modulus we call. The percentage in C program is called as modulus. Okay. So we to show the equality between the two numbers, the number which you have given that should be exactly equal to 0, we use 2 is equal to. Okay, in the C programming. That means that particular number is exactly equal to what? 0. If I use only 1 is equal to means I'm assigning the value. Okay, so that is the difference between the 2 is equal to or 1 is equal to. Right. Now, if this condition is true, then it will print the number is even. If it is not divisible by 2, then it will show printf the number is what? Odd. Then finally, we're closing the program with the help of getch. Okay, to function getch function, we use conio.h, right? Then finally, we end with the what? The right brace. Since C, to run the first condition of if, we have used one left brace and one more right brace. To run the false condition, we have used one more left brace and one more right brace. Means the number of left braces should be equal to the number of the right braces. Now we shall, after saving this program, we are going to check the program area. Okay. How we shall compile it? Okay. There are two errors. Okay, which is a common error. We'll go to options to remove that error. We'll go to the directories. If there is whatever is your default turbo we have used, write it turbo C3, and finally we'll come over here. That is again turbo C3, right? This is how we named it as turbo C3. Then it is okay, fine. Now again we go for compile, right? We shall go it for compile. After going it for compile, there are no any errors found. Okay, I will run. I will put one number. 23, right? So the number is what? Odd. Yes, it is. The 23 is not divisible by 2. It will be having some quantity in the remainder. So the number shows what? Odd. This is one way. Okay. One more run will go, right? We shall give the number like 34, right? 34 we shall give. 34 is exactly divisible by 2. That is remainder turns out to be 0. Divisible by 17, right? So the number turns out to be even. Yes. Okay. So these are the how the outputs can be seen for a given number is odd or even. So as a C programming, we'll discuss some errors also. If we what we call known as syntax errors. For example, if I remove the semicolon of on the number, how my compiler should be showing, right? See, the error is one. Okay. Declaration syntax error. So that error is called as what? Declaration syntax. You're not declared. You're not declared this entire code with the semicolons, the syntax errors before. So that semicolon has to be given, right? Then you again save it. Okay. That is save. Again, you go for the compile statement, right? There are no any errors. So means there's an error known as what? The syntax error. Okay, now this is we checked it for what the number is odd or even. Now similarly, we shall check it for whether a given year is a leap year or not. Okay, we'll check whether the given year is leap year or not. Okay, how to check? Let's see. Let's change the condition. We shall give it as year. Okay, year. Okay, then I shall use percentage 4, right? Year percentage 4. Then equals 0, right? If year is percentage 4, that's equal to 0. So I shall change from num to the year. Okay, I shall declare it as year over here, right? So, right, and I shall do a semicolon over here. Okay, if int year clear screen, enter the num, anything that can be used. I will just change here from num to year, right? And year, right? Put a semicolon, put the bracket and semicolon and year. So void main int year clear screen, enter the so I said can use here year, right? Enter the year. Fine. I shall give here the quoted form, enter the year, then scanf percentage d and year percentage for equal to 0. You can write here the year is leap year, right? Here I can mention here is leap. Fine. I can mention it here as year is leap. The given year is leap year. Fine. Okay. I can use semicolon over here. Then if that is not divisible by 4, I can call that year as not a leap year, right? Let's see it close. Okay. Shall save it. I shall save this program. I will overwrite it. Now check for any errors are there. Compile. There are no any errors been found. Just will go to the program to check whether my given programming is the leap year or not leap year. As include studio.h, as include phoneo.h, fine. Then we main, then go for the left brace over here. You have mentioned the int year, then it is a clear screen. Then we have printf enter the year, then scan of percentage d and year. You scan the year for this. Then if year percentage 4 equal to 0, print the year is leap year, else printf the year is not leap. Again get ch, then close the data. Now we go for compile, okay. There are any errors been found, right? We go for run. I tell you 2000, right? Yes, here is the, because 2000 is exactly divisible by 4. So it is a leap year, right? And similarly, we shall go for one more, which is not a leap year, 2001. So the year is not leap. So this is how we do the lesson. So thank you for listening to all the two programmings. So two programs have been solved. One is for the odd and even, and one for the year which is not leap and not leap. Okay, thank you very much.